Hello, this is Sagittarius from Nordic Tarot. This time around I brought you a love reading for the start of October. And as always, these readings are general. So not everyone's gonna have a message, it's not gonna resonate with everyone, and I'm sorry if it doesn't. But as always, you can get more information about how to contact me and on the decks I use in the description below. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your readings. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My friends, what's going on in your love lives right now? So, let's just get into this. The underlying energy you have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card that speaks of healing and taking a break. You know, it's like putting down your swords and resting and recuperating from a situation or something that's happened. And this is your underlying energy, so that's the energy that's kind of reaching out to all the other cards, and that can be what explains them. Now, straight away, in your present energy, you do have the Tower. So maybe this is something shocking that has happened, and this is kind of what you're recuperating from with the underlying energy. But it does not necessarily just have to be that. But one thing at a time. At the heart of the reading or your problem circumstance, you have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles can be a stable new beginning. It can be someone offering you this, or you offering someone else the potential of this, and it can be work. It can be about working, and it's kind of working on minor things, and it can be kind of slow and trudging sometimes. I feel like it's an energy that can get quite frustrating because you don't necessarily get a move on with it, but it's challenged by or crossed by the Ace of Wands, and that's like the beginning of the Wands journey, right? And the Ace of Wands, it's like, it can be a new project that you're excited about. It's passion, it's enthusiasm about something. It can be that thing where you're like, oh, I don't really know what to do with my work or my hobbies. And you're like, oh, actually, bam, this is what I want to do. And I'm super excited about this for these reasons. So has this been a thing? Did someone offer you something, for example, and it feels like a very exciting new beginning? Like, it's stable with it being the Page of Pentacles, but maybe it's something you're very excited or passionate about. And I do feel like it would be some kind of new beginning here, because in the past you have the World. And the World is the successful completion of a cycle, right? This is where you've gone through all the major arcana, you've been through that journey, and you're now reaching the pinnacle of that, of finishing the cycle of things coming around, and then having the opportunity to begin something new again. And in your external influence, you do have the Fool, which is a card that speaks of just this, of a leap of faith or a new beginning. But what has the World energy led to? It leads to the present, which is the Tower, like something unexpected has happened. Like, have you moved on from the World energy, right? And you've finished something in the past, successfully, mind you. And then the Tower in the present, and like, the Tower can look very scary, but in essence it is something unexpected. And for example, something that I think a lot of people would say is a very positive thing would be winning the lottery, for example. That would still be the Tower. Like, if you don't expect to win, if you have one of those scratch tickets and you scratch and win, then that'd be the Tower. It's very sudden and just, it was not necessarily expected. But it can be very shocking and, like I said, sudden. It just comes out of nowhere. And is this something to do with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands? Was this offer just unexpected? Did this come from someone you did not expect to offer you this, for example? Like, it could be something like that, and in your future energy, you have the Knight of Cups, and this is, this can be someone who's offering love or friendship to someone. And is this you? Like, for example, did someone offer you this with the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, and it's very sudden with the Tower, and, you are kind of having to take a break because of this, and kind of think about this, perhaps, with you having the Four of Swords in the underlying energy. And then the Knight of Cups might be that in the future you have recuperated from this shock, and it was so unexpected and everything, and you are then able to return this, and maybe this is someone you want to be with after you've thought about it and you've kind of collected yourself and analyzed and kind of assimilated that information. The crowning energy, on the other hand, you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is an air energy, and you are a fire energy, Sagittarius, but you can still show up as an air energy. And even if you're a man, you can still show up as a queen in these general readings. Like, even if you're a man or someone with a lot of masculine energy, you are still able to show up as a Queen of Swords, because it is a general reading and is trying to be broad. I mean, this reading might be for thousands of people. Now, are the cards asking you to look at these things as the Queen of Swords? Like, she's very good at being detached, and she's very level-headed, and she's clear in what she thinks, and she gathers information, and she can look at all the bits and see kind of what the best solution is? Or is this the person you're dealing with? Is the person you're dealing with someone who's an air energy? It can be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, for example. Is the Queen of Swords, like I said, is this some advice for you? Is the Queen of Swords a useful energy for you to have while looking at the tower situation? Is this kind of how you just analyze and think about what the tower is? Like, what is this event or this experience or this situation that has caused the tower energy? What does that mean? And then after you've analyzed and worked through those things, you can then move on to the Knight of Cups energy. I just think it's something to consider, because in your feelings you are the King of Pentacles, which is a very different energy from the Queen of Swords. The King of Pentacles is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, but since this is what you're feeling, maybe you are feeling like this. You're feeling very grounded. You're feeling very, focusing on what's actually there and not the ethereal, what might be, whatever. It might just be like, oh, can I be with this person because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons, whatever it is, like the distance, or where they live and where they are at. How are you feeling about this? Like, what do you actually think in yourself? And again, something I feel is worth mentioning. I have gotten, I think it was the Queen of Pentacles in my feelings before in a love reading, but it was more than me feeling like I was like that. It was more like, that's what I was looking for in someone else. I'm just feeling like this is what I need from someone else. I need someone who's more grounded and stable and present. Because I understand if with the tower and the present, if this is something that's just happened, I understand if it's very difficult to feel grounded. But maybe that's what you're doing. With the Four of Swords, you're managing to keep yourself grounded. To be like, no, okay, this happened, but I'm going to take a break and I'm going to focus on myself and I'm going to recuperate from this thing. And I would say that's a very grounded thing to do. Not letting our thoughts run away from us or our feelings, but just actually focusing on the now and how you're feeling and what you can do about the situation you're in. And like I was saying earlier, in your external influence, you have the Fool. And it makes a lot of sense to me with the World, because, like I said, the world is the last major arcana in the cycle, and the Fool is the first. So you've just come out of this, you've ended this cycle successfully, whatever this cycle is, and now you're prepared to take a leap of faith with the Fool. And it is about this new beginning, and like, yes, I don't have all the information, but what's around that bend in the road, I don't know. I'm going to go there and find out. So to me, it's a very excited energy, someone who wants this, someone who's very excited about this new beginning. And I think the Fool is carrying the Ace of Wands in her hand when she's going out there to do this, to begin this new cycle. I think that it is the Ace of Wands that she holds. And you do have the Ace of Wands in your reading as well. And speaking of the world, like, the world can be a lot of different things. It can be that you've gone through the cycle of being single and you're now ready to take on a relationship, for example. Like, for some people, this means that you've gone through a successful cycle in your relationship and you're ready to move it to the next level maybe. Or it's a new adventure within the relationship or with this person. But I more so feel like this is someone who's... to me, it just looks like someone who's single and they've received this offer from someone unexpected. Let's just take a second to actually explore this, because with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, is this something you've offered to someone else and their reaction was shocking to you? And again, it's something you're recuperating from with the Four of Swords. But then in the future, there is this Knight of Cups coming in and offering love. Is it the same person? Is it someone else? I don't know. But then, like I said, you have in the external energies, you have this new beginning, leap of faith kind of thing. But in your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is someone waiting for their ships to come back. This is someone who sent out their ships to get something, a piece of information or finishing a task. And they are waiting for their ships to come back, and they kind of know what to expect. They know what is supposed to be on those ships. And I'm not really seeing any of those kind of long distance cards or anything, but the Three of Wands can sometimes be talked about something being overseas. Is this a long distance relationship, for example? Is this someone that is living in another country? And what is it about the Three of Wands here? Is it that you're afraid that you won't get the answer you expect? Or actually, maybe you're afraid to get the answer you expect. That maybe you're afraid of getting rejected. Is this something that you've been feeling? Then, I mean, that's completely understandable, because it can be very difficult to put yourself out there for other people. So, of course, that's something else that would be helpful to look at. Especially because your outcome, if you do have doubts or your fears, and it does not look like you do, but if you did have some fears, I feel like that's, like, the outcome is kind of saying everything's the outcome's kind of saying everything's A-okay, because the outcome card is the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate card. This is two people coming together that feel the same thing about something, each other, for example. So it is this thing where, do you two end up together? Are you already in a relationship, and this is like a journey you've been with, and this is kind of a journey you've been on with this other person, and there's like this renewed love between the two of you, or renewed connection with the Two of Cups as well. But I feel like whichever message resonates with you, it does end with this like beautiful Two of Cups card. And this being a love reading, and you know, this being a love reading, I'm doing thumbs up right now. That's excellent, right? But it does look like there has been some, you know, shock and awe with the Tower and everything, but so many of these things look really stable. Like you have the King of Pentacles in your feelings, for example. So I feel like you might have been taking this in stride even. I don't know, but however I look at it, it just comes back to the outcome and with the Two of Cups, and I just feel like that's some great news, and it kind of works out the way you want it. It just feels like the Knight of Cups gets to his destination and the cup is accepted. That's what it feels like to me when I look at these cards. And if that's the case and that's something you want, then I'm super excited for you, Scorpio. That'd be amazing. And I really hope these energies work out for you, and I hope they are not too tumultuous. And I hope they are not too tumultuous, because some of these energies can be. I'm looking at the Tower specifically. But you got some really nice cards surrounding the reading, and you got some really nice energy surrounding the reading, and the outcome is fantastic, of course. And then the excitement of the Fool, but still being grounded with the King of Pentacles. No, I think you're going to be alright. So that was your reading for this time around, and I really hope that you found a message, like I said at the beginning of this video. And I understand that it won't resonate with everyone, which is unfortunate. I wish it did, but you know, it is what it is in the end. But I really hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, I hope there was a message for you. And if you do want more information, if you want to book a reading, my email is in the description below. If you did not get a message from the general reading, then maybe a personal reading will be more effective. So if you're curious, like I said, in the description below, you'll find how to contact me and some pricings. So, did you prefer the old readings I did? Did you prefer these love readings? I thought I'd more hone in on one area instead of, it just seemed a bit scattered to me, the old way I did things. I'm playing around, I'm figuring out what I like to do and what works for me as well. So, did you prefer the old ones? Do you like these ones? Do you like that it's love specific? Those are some questions I'm putting forth to my lovely audience. And once again, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel.